We're going to watch AC Dallas take the field for the very first time. They're going to be playing Los Angeles Infamous, who took a loss against San Diego Dynasty. But, man, that was a really close game. They looked good. They had the lead. They let Dynasty crawl back in it and take that victory by just 1 point. Also in this set, we will see Dynasty play another game, and it's going to be against Aftermath. And I hope that Dynasty is ready to keep the pace up here, because Aftermath was definitely bringing it. When they're lost to level, they played.
17 points?
Yeah,
don't
insane.
blink. Don't blink.
Yeah, it was, what was it, 9 or 10? Because I don't know if they got that.
I think it was 10-8.
10-8, got that last point.
Yeah. I think in
points.
Chicago last year, I think through 5 games, I think Damage only played 16 points.
I'm serious.
I think all last season.
Well, you guys aren't going to be able to do that here. So
No,
when you guys take the field, you guys are going to have
I want to go with Plan B.
Yeah, as you see our cable cam here, head on over to Infamous's side. So this is a big test for both of these squads. AC Dallas has no Brad McCurley, and they only have 6 players here. They have the lightest roster as far as personnel, number of bodies of any of the top teams, ranked 4th overall. They got the high huddle going on right now. And this is also a big test for Logan Dyer and Ryan Hall. Those 2 guys are going to be getting some playing time out here on the starting lineup, and we're going to see how they perform. We know Ryan Hall's capable. He played great coming off the bench for them before, and we've seen some good moves up the middle. So this could be a great middle for Ryan Hall, but we'll see what Logan Dyer's made of. Infamous, they had a real good look for a pretty fresh squad, and this could be a really good game for them. We will see.
AC Dallas is risking it with only 6 bodies on the roster, but if they win, they're going to look like geniuses.
It's very true. And they're going to lose. Lose Matt Jackson immediately here at the start. This has been a complete bloodbath of a field in general, but also off the break.
Yeah, so Thomas Taylor fills the snake corner for Infamous.
Looks like Greg Sewer is able to take some ground, get into D3, and now a couple secondaries to get out wide. Snake side, but no one in the snake here for Infamous yet. They are on your screen on the blue side. Another body coming off here for AC Dallas. Looks like, is it John Jackson or Henningberg? That's Henningberg.
And he got bounce going out there.
Yeah, BJ Henningberg taking the walk here early, so.
Infamous first in the snake.
And they got big field position on him now, too.
Yeah.
Field position, body counts, 5 on 3.
And he's going right down that snake, which I like. He's not hesitating, he's penetrating.
Is that Cody Chong?
Yeah, Cody Chong.
He's got a guy past him in the Dorito. He sees him, gets the kill across field in Dorito, now looks outside. He's going to wrap.
Yeah, he can just post on John right now.
Yeah, he's going to catch John if John looks back this way. If not, he's going to look inside and catch TJ.
Well, Rich, Infamous was playing really well when they had Cody Chong pushing the issue in the snake
I agree.
at the start of that Dynasty match. There goes another kill, free one for Cody.
Yeah, Cody got TJ out of there. Someone else caught.
I think that's all 5.
Yeah, that's all 5.
That's definitely all 5, but I think that kill came crossfield from
I think so too. Infamous looked good though. 5 bodies left alive. That was a really, really strong, convincing point for them.
Perfect point for Los Angeles Infamous to
They
start
did a
out.
good job working out of that pocket.
Yep.
Short, worked out.
And they beat AC on the breakout, and AC is not going to be able to win out here if they don't win the breakout, I don't think. Consistently, they shoot as good or better than anybody. If they're even, they're okay. If they're down a body, it's going to be tough to win on this field.
And if you're going to shoot a body off the break, shoot Matt Jackson.
Yeah, please.
I mean, Matt Jackson was Golden Barrel winner last year. He's always up in there in the top 5 killers and one of the best players in the league. So, yeah, if you're going to drop a ball in on somebody on AC Dallas, he's definitely one of the first players you want off the field. Yeah. Especially on a layout like this. We're looking at this when I was thinking that Matt Jackson could feast out here.
Yeah.
If AC gets in a groove.
Like every spot's a good spot to have him in there.
Yeah, I mean, he plays a similar spot as J-Rap, right? So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you
Those
guys
are valuable guys on this field.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, it has been a murderous field out here. Bodies are dropping all over the place. Lots of guys having to read and react in the scramble and win low body situation. It's been madness out here, and I expect it to pretty much stay the same.
I hope it does.
It's going to be a bloodbath the whole weekend.
Yeah, this field is coming as advertised for sure.
It's one of the better layouts.
You were saying this might be your favorite layout ever.
Yeah, I think it just the level of diversity that you can play it with is great.
Dynasty loses 1.
But Dynasty able to get Arturo in the snake. Looks like a body dropping early for Aftermath, too.
Aftermath dropped 3 bodies.
3? Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, only 2 left alive. Filled the snake corner, and they got that center can. Snake corner gets eliminated. 1 player left alive for Aftermath. He's in Dorito 2. Now Dorito 3.
So that is going to do it. Pretty piece of cake point here for San Diego Dynasty.
Yeah, Aftermath lost 2 on the break, and against any of these top teams, losing 2 bodies on the break, unless you've taken a lot of real estate, you're in trouble.
Yeah, on this, it doesn't matter really who you're playing on this field out. Being down 2 early is rough.
Yeah, especially if the other team has real estate.
Yeah, because then you have zero ability to contain.
Yeah, and you've got to try to get outside. It's tough.
The real estate is the important part because we have seen a couple, like Dynasty had a couple low body situation wins. Marcelo played outstanding in their first match.
AC Dallas got to do something different this game. They need to win that breakout. get in the snake so they can slow Cody down, get into the Doritos to slow Greg down, and then play good paintball.
So here's a quick little replay of a little bit of a disastrous break for Aftermath, losing a couple quick ones. So they lost one on the break, then they lost the other one, actually got to a spot.
Yeah,
lost a
first gunfight. 30 seconds, Maddie.
Yeah, you got just
Just give me 30 seconds, man.
If I'm Aftermath and we're playing Dynasty, I'm saying that for sure.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
please stay
just
alive
give
for
me 30 seconds, man.
You're gonna run to your death after that, fine. But definitely need you guys to stay alive on the break. It's just tough because they lost that first one in the center.
Yeah.
Running up.
Yeah.
It
Well,
is
there's a lot of guys shooting at you.
Well, and I'm also interested to see, because there has been so much efficient work done in the center, lots of ground taken, and those moves have worked, if teams are slowly going to start put more
For
guns
sure.
in the
Yeah,
center,
yeah,
which
without
will
a doubt.
then allow the survivability on
Make
the
it easier to
outside.
get outside.
Yeah, so
So the teams that risk that guy up the middle make it easier for them to get outside.
there's just so many different ways to shoot guys on the break on this field.
It's really technical. Between this tower and that cake
guy
over
going
there,
deep,
there's
yeah.
30 different little good shots in there.
Didn't hear too much noise about bounce shots. I know there's a couple
No,
out there,
really
but it's
not.
not crazy.
What do you think about my idea? Every time we find a bounce shot, we put some sticky thing with little
I
needles
would
on there and
love
just
it.
shreds
I
the
would
paint as
love
it.
Yeah.
It's the same color as the bunker, so you don't even see it on there.
It's hard enough to figure out who shot who. That's why it's confirmed kills, not just kills. And the bounce shots make it even harder sometimes.
Yeah,
Even
we
for
just
the
get some
players,
little
'cause
sticky,
you're like,
just some little sticky, like some grip tape on there with little fingers. Eat that paint up. Infamous. Catch. Oh, AC Dallas loses one on the break.
That's another one, and it's Matt Jackson
It's
again.
Matt Jackson again. That really hurts. Matt Jackson's such a.
Again, if you're going to pick on somebody on AC Dallas, Matt's the guy to pick on.
Infamous also loses one for the drill side, so it's a 4-on-4. Both teams have a guy up in the center cube by the Doritos.
Yeah, it's Ryan
Yeah,
Hall.
Infamous sending Greg Sewers up to that center. way.
Yeah,
interesting.
That was interesting too, but you don't want to be scoutable, right? So
No.
it is good to switch things up. And here comes
Ooh,
Greg. Greg on the run
moving
through.
and shaking.
Nice move, Greg.
gotta
Gets
be-
the first one, misses the second one, gets caught. At the same time, Thomas Taylor fills the snake corner for Infamous.
And they shot AC snake corner.
Yeah, that was a great move by Greg Sewers,
Yeah.
and now look at Harrison taking all this real estate here.
3-on-2 advantage for Infamous right now.
AC
Falling
Dallas
down.
with only 2 left alive.
Crawling all the way onto their side of the field, down that snake lane.
AC has the Dorito 1 in the back center.
Yeah.
It's a good move by John.
Oh, he got
It looked like Harrison did the jump shot and was able to get him clean, but
It's
he ended
2-on-1
up
right
didn't
now.
get taken out.
Yeah, 2-on-1. Infamous advantage. Infamous got Thomas Taylor in the snake corner.
I think Brett Messer.
And maybe Brett at home there. And I think it's TJ over in the Dorito corner.
Well, this is TJ's a monster gunfighter, and this is kind of a decent situation in 2-on-1, but then very quickly he ends up getting pinched out of that
Way to jinx
picture
him,
by Thomas Taylor. So Thomas Taylor with a coast-to-coast shot. Doesn't
Yep.
get much farther away than that here on this field layout. So beautiful job by Thomas to help that one.
Man, John Jackson's having a tough time out there.
Yeah, Matt Jackson,
Matt
first
Jackson,
couple points here, but Infamous 2 in a row. So here's the replay so Greg comes through and gets the drop on him. Now Greg has amazing running and gunning abilities, and goes all the way onto their side. Then here comes the nice move by John to try to take Harrison out, and Harrison looks
Just
like
caught him.
they both on the jump shot.
Yeah. Dynasty Aftermath. Nice, looked really good that first point. Aftermath wasn't able to attack like they were earlier today. I'd like to see Aftermath do that play where they put the 2 guys up in the center cube, cross up the field. Give Dynasty something to look at.
Ooh, it's good to see Alex out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to see Alex back.
It's always good to see Alex.
Got the rook out there, Mike Urena. I guess he's not really a rookie, but
He's a rookie on Dynasty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, ow. Aftermath is kind of sitting back here. 2 in the middle, 2 outside. They lose their snake corner on the break.
Alex
Lose
is
their
shotgun
center
on the
runner.
Dorito can.
Yeah, Zach Hill gets shot trying to run up to that brick. So the guns are starting to shift to the middle a little bit
3-on-3.
here.
Yeah, Dynasty
was
loses
Blake
2.
Gerber.
Yeah, 3-on-3.
Urena looking like he wants to get into the snake. And they picked up Urena because he's an aggressive beast. And he's going to have to stay in that tower now.
I also think they picked him up in case a fight breaks out at practice.
He is a pretty big, scrappy-looking guy.
Wyatt
For
works
sure.
his way to that center brick for Aftermath, and he can just close that whole gap off for
Yeah.
the snake.
And now Aftermath is also moving out here to the snake tower.
Wyatt switched the other way. Just
Switched just in
right
time.
as Urena went. Urena able to get through clean. I don't know if Urena knows that
Respect
that
the shot,
body's
though.
there. So here
It's a
comes
3-on-2 for Aftermath right now.
Marcelo with another, tries to make a big fill, and unfortunately it is going to be, for Dynasty at least, it is going to be just Mike
3-on-1,
Urena in
yeah.
here.
Yeah, he misses that shot on the Aftermath guy in the Dorito there. Now Aftermath, oh, he catches that Aftermath
So,
player.
free kill there.
And trades with the guy in front of him.
Begging for a penalty, not going to get it. Not much that Mike could do in that
Nah.
situation.
Yeah.
But
3-on-1, if you get 2 of them, you
Behind you.
did pretty good, man.
Some tough survivability there for San Diego Dynasty in that one.
But hey, man, great point for Aftermath.
Yeah, great point for Aftermath. Keeping it close. We're actually tying it up right now, 1-1.
Didn't have to power through the snake. Didn't have to put 3 guys in the 50 on the break. They were able to just play a regular game.
Well, that's one of those points that could be a confidence booster. You don't have to do anything exotic or crazy. You're not running in, like you just said. You're just winning gunfights against a team like Dynasty that excels at that. That should be a confidence builder.
Yeah, when you win a point, you don't have to kill yourself to do it. It's big.
Yeah.
This is a big point for AC Dallas.
Huge. If they lose this one, especially if they lose Matt early, it's going to be tough for his confidence.
Yeah, let's see. How's their draw?
And
I got him right here. Who is it?
And if you're gonna
AC plays level next.
if you're gonna shoot somebody on the break, that's who you want to shoot, Matt Johnson. I mean, Matt Jackson. They're definitely zoning up on that guy.
Yeah, I don't know if that's just them getting a little lucky,
Or
or if
that
they're
spot.
intentionally picking on that one spot, and that just happens to be where Matt's playing.
Those 2 towers on the snake side are both super important because they can both fill the snake, and you can both kind of secondary into either one of those spots.
Well, it looks like young Logan Dyer's getting a spin out here, going towards that D side, and he immediately gets into D2 off the break, and AC now is able to get a kill of their own.
Yeah, killing that.
That's what they need.
Insert.
They need to be up 1 body against Infamous here if they want a chance to get back in this match. Thomas Taylor playing kind of defensively in the snake, looking inside from that snake tower.
Well, if Infamous does build a lead up, I mean they have built a slight lead up 2-0. If you're an Infamous fan, I would hope that they would not go to some crazy defensive game plan because
It's not their style of play.
there. Yeah, it looks like Ryan Hall is going to be taking the walk.
Cody Mikowski walks out too.
Thomas goes to snake corner.
It's good field by Thomas, spreading the field.
Yeah, I like that snake corner. I don't like it on the break, but secondary, I love it.
Yeah, he can wrap
and
really
put
put
pressure
back
on everybody.
Fuzzy
Yeah.
right now.
Fuzzy's looking to get the snake. There he goes. Shoots at Thomas in the snake corner.
At this point now, Thomas needs to try to match him.
Yeah, he can just go inside and jump in that snake.
Because here, where Matt Jackson is standing tall, he can isolate Thomas.
Yeah.
He can't really even look down the wire.
No. Thomas can come inside though and shoot at him, right?
Yeah, he can come all the way inside. But he's better off to jump in the snake on the inside and try to create some
agree.
offense, right?
Yeah.
As I've been saying, it's tough to play back foot even if you're down by a body.
For sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is the first point where AC Dallas has had a chance. First 2 points were all Infamous. Wow, see now, I feel like they're not putting enough pressure on Matt if Matt feels like he can just crawl down that snake.
Yeah, it has to come from the snake, right? So Thomas has to kind of get in there and match him.
Yeah, because that's going to keep him from going forward because he knows if he dies, they're going to lose his tape.
Because now Matt can work on the inside of the snake, crawl all the way down if he wants.
Yeah, shoot at that center can.
Matt Jackson dodges one. Worried about Thomas Taylor down this sideline here. His
good
brother
fill.
John comes to help him out a little bit. He's going to fill a couple cross and then gets into snake one.
Now you can let John look inside. He can go to work.
Yeah, see if Thomas had gotten to the snake one, he can prevent this.
Greg's up in the Dorito 4 now, though, from Infamous. Unfortunately, not protected from Matt Jackson, who gets the kill.
Yeah, there goes Callie Rudolph taking the walk.
Taking the walk. Now it's just Thomas down in that corner.
Yeah, this was looking real good here for AC Dallas.
Yeah, that's a good point for AC.
Yeah, there
this is
goes
what they
Greg.
need to do.
4-on-1, 3-on-1 here.
Yeah.
They're going to get themselves back in this match. They'll still be down by 1, but this is a pretty clean point.
And I think going back to the beginning of the game, shooting that body, getting that G, not dying. 4-on-5, they're like, hey, it's 4-on-5. Now we just relax. We beat these guys. You know, there's no pressure on them, and that's what they need. I think they struggle when it's a real fast-paced game.
Again, another good confidence-building point for AC
point
Dallas.
for AC.
When they're winning gunfights and vibing and starting to move together, that's a really good point for them.
Matt stayed alive.
Yeah, Matt played smart there.
Yeah, exactly. Matt stayed alive and was a big
win the
factor.
game. Yeah. And that's the difference between those key players, man. Losing one guy on a squad like that can make a huge difference.
Yeah. But that's like we're talking about. If you're going to pick on a guy on AC Dallas right now, pick on Matt Jackson because he's their best player.
Yeah. On Dynasty right now, you want to pick on Marcelo. Everyone's got those spots, those guys that are
on Impact and
punching
Heat,
out of
you
the
want
way.
to try to pick on everyone.
Everyone. Go for the coaches. Because the roster's pretty solid.
So there's Dynasty's lineup right now. Looks like they're going with Arturo again on the snake side.
Man, he struggled a little bit in that match.
Yeah, but he also had a couple good points, too.
Yeah.
He did get a penalty, which is a pretty bad spinning penalty.
And he
got shot off the break
3 points
in a row. But he did have a couple really good points. And I think, look, it's just, again,
you gotta
bloodbath,
be
right?
resilient
You
on
got to
that.
be mentally resilient.
You just got to go when they tell you to go.
Keep doing it, keep doing it,
That's
keep doing
right.
it, and hope you get through.
Yeah, that's right. And hope that when you do get through, you make them pay.
Oh, so Aftermath losing another body here on the break, snake side, and it looks like Nice is going to get Marcelo as the first to go here on the snake side.
Breakout.
Yeah.
They ran 2 bodies hard, had Marcelo shoot them under.
Aftermath pushing up to Dorito 4.
There's another kill out of a bunker here. Aftermath.
Yeah, he shot his pack.
Aftermath just tried to dump that pod.
Yeah.
He's lucky he didn't get a penalty.
He's crafty. They got another player getting checked in here. Aftermath down 2 players here. They've got one. Oh, and there goes the penalty. Now they're down to just 1 player left alive. That's in the Dorito 4.
Good point by Marcelo.
Yeah, I don't think the Dorito guy knows it's a 4-on-1 right now. Or 5-on-1.
Yeah, beautiful point by Dynasty.
Yeah. Perfect execution.
Yeah, get the lead back here.
Like you were saying earlier, like by this time in a match, most of the plays have settled down to you're always playing these 3 bunkers, and then there's 2 options or 4 options. But this everyone's doing different every single game.
But I like the creativity that different because everyone knows everyone's going to go home, watch the tape on the opponents you need to play. They're going to scout every single breakout that you have. So the more variations of those breakouts, more variables you have to pick from, lanes you need to watch. I like how the game's evolving that way.
Yeah, and it's so much more fun to watch it because every game is different. You're constantly guessing like, oh, can that guy shut that down? Oh, can that guy make that move?
There's going to be some good games, especially as we get deeper into this tournament.
Where are you playing out there, buddy?
I don't know, wherever Joey tells me to play.
That's a good spot. It's a good spot.
Not trying to give the info out?
No, I'm kind of like, no, I really am kind of like the utility guy. Like, hey, go over there.
That's the best answer. That's the exact answer that the coach wants to hear. Where are you playing? Exactly where you tell me to play. Oh, perfect.
You want me to go over there? Great, I'll go over there.
So on the breakout here as Infamous and AC Dallas.
AC Dallas survives the breakout. 5-on-5 here.
Or AC Dallas on that blue side. And yes, a very rare 5-on-5 breakout.
It happens occasionally.
Yeah, both teams go in this pocket.
Pocket play, guns up, no one risking any bodies out wide or up the field.
Now who will get out of the pocket first, and will they be successful?
This could be more of what we're seeing Sunday morning.
I think so too.
If you do this, the center's wide open.
Yeah, and this is going to force guys to go up the center, which is going to make it easier again to get outside.
Exactly. But that's the give and take.
It's a vicious cycle. There we go.
Harrison goes from the tower into Snake 1.
And he got shot.
That's a tough fill, especially
a lot of guys are making that fill, though. That's especially the secondary guys like Marcelo. That's where he was coming from.
It's hard to do it though when they're like we're fuzzy.
When you're mirrored up, right?
Yeah.
And that's the battle, right? That's always the battle when you're pocketed, right?
Yeah. Well, Matt Jackson is now the only body in the Snake for either team, and he's crawled into Snake 3.
And I don't know if Infamous knows he's there or not because no one's looking this way. I guess Thomas in the corner is looking at it, but no one else from Infamous is looking over here.
I don't know if he saw him go in though.
Yeah, because look how Lucy's playing. Oh, he knows now. Now he knows.
On this field, you kind of just got to assume he's in.
Yeah, and what you said earlier, Tim, is I agree now. Like, as soon as Thomas sees someone's in the Snake, he needs to get in the Snake. And hopefully go get that guy.
Yeah. Or get Cody underneath him, right?
Yeah, have Thomas do what Thomas does best, man. Have him go down the field, kill their first Snake guy. If he gets a couple more, great. If not, at least the first guy's gone.
Well, here he goes. I mean, Matt Jackson almost got a crossfield shot on D2, but that's just how potent the Snake is on those crossfield shots once you get up the field. And right now, Thomas Taylor trying to contend with Matt, and here they're going to be a snapshot battle. Looks like Matt Jackson's going to win it. Left-handed,
Matt Jackson,
too.
left-handed. That was amazing. I just wrote down in my notebook, do not gunfight Matt Jackson left-handed. Wrote that down in my notes. I got it now.
Now Matt is trying to, he's past the 50-yard line, trying to tie this game up.
He's putting pressure on that small Dorito across the field. You can see them Dorito moving back and forth because that guy's trying to stay as small as he can.
Yeah, it's another good point by Matt.
Tim, can you see who's keeping Thomas out of the Snake?
Well, Thomas is dead.
Oh,
Matt
sorry.
shot him. Cody.
Cody, sorry.
Really nobody.
Yeah, again, I feel like Infamous, if the other team's in
like,
that
well,
Snake,
now the Dorito, so if the Dorito's in set, he could, if he's shooting inside, but now Cody can probably
right.
Yeah, AC Dallas, they're 2 guns on that side looking towards the D side. John is protecting his front player over there.
This is a tough one, though, for Cody, because I don't know if I go here, right? He's 2-on-1 on this wire. If he goes in there, Match is going to come and stuff him up.
Doesn't Infamous have one in the little Dorito still? Is it 3? Oh, there you go.
I think it's just the back center.
Okay.
Well, Greg just got shot out. I think that was Logan, the new kid here on this squad. There goes another body coming off. Yeah, Cody comes off. Callie comes off.
Yeah, it was just a 2-on-4.
Nice point by Logan. Nice point by John. Great point by Matt. And Ryan was in there, too. That was a pretty spectacular point here to tie things up.
What have we learned? If Matt Jackson is alive, AC Dallas wins points.
Well, if I'm Infamous, though, I don't know if I go right to that pocket, right? That's more or less what AC wants to do.
That's
they want you to go head-to-head with them in the short pocket play.
And the first game that they didn't do the pocket, they were able to get outside. Right. So I go to pocket when they take away the outside, not before. And then when I go to the pocket, because they take it on the outside, I put pressure up the middle so that it makes it easier to get back outside.
Right. Yeah, there's so many different spots that they can use to be aggressive. I think going straight to that pocket is tough because that's AC's best strength.
Yep.
Right. As you can see, Fuzzy works his way up at that tower, shoots Harrison filling over, works his way into the Snake, and it's game over.
So still some time left in these matches. About 12 minutes left to go here in this match. About 7-ish to go with AC Dallas Infamous. 1-point lead for San Diego Dynasty.
10 seconds.
And see if Aftermath, are they going to stay pocket, push aggressive for them?
If I'm Aftermath, I say
you
aggressive.
gotta go
have to
aggressive.
go aggressive,
Gotta. I
right?
don't think they have a choice.
You don't want to try to outplay Dynasty or any of the top.
Even though they did have
5
one
teams.
point they won where they gunfought Dynasty. Well, they attempt to get the snake off the break. That doesn't work out. He takes the walk.
Dynasty loses 2 on the break, though. That's a good breakout for Aftermath, even though they didn't take that snake. He ran in there shooting. Might have helped get that G.
Yeah, they lose Blake and Yosh.
Yeah, Blake's had a tough time getting out over there.
Marcelo makes that patented move across from that tower into the snake.
He's doing a good job getting out of that spot.
His timing has been
Yeah, it's
perfect.
been great.
Yeah, Marcelo's had a really good day today.
Aftermath right to that center now. A little bit late, though, because Marcelo's already made that gap. So he smartly looks Dorito side instead.
So in the snake right now, looks like Zach Hill for Aftermath. It's typically been going up the center, but
Ryan Greenspan dies early.
Ooh, that's only 2 bodies left for Dynasty.
Yeah, 3 on 2.
yeah,
Just Marcelo and Urena on the same
Dynasty's
corner.
tighten it up a little bit here.
Yeah, and what's hurts Dynasty here is that they're both on this tape.
Yeah, it's Urena and Margot out here for San Diego Dynasty left on this snake side. Zach Hill in
Urena
front
dies
of
in
him.
the corner.
So
3
now,
on 1.
I mean, we've seen Marcelo pull off 3-on-1s, but he's in a bad spot to do it here.
Yeah, you're not going to do it on this tape, on this field. If you're on one tape or the other tape,
You
you're
just
in
get run
trouble.
down so
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah.
Unless you
Hard
can
to
get the guy in
protect
front of you and
yourself.
go forward, the other guy's going to get behind you. We've seen it at almost every match today.
Yeah.
I like that Aftermath stayed aggressive, right? They sent the first guy in the snake, he gets
Yep,
shot. They
didn't
say,
give up.
you know, keep going, send another one, right? It's just a wave of attacks. If they try to play that long game, shorten it up, gunfight, I mean, that's also what Aftermath or Dynasty's really good at.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how this field is playing. This field is definitely an aggressive field. I think that's blatantly apparent right now. Unless both teams go pocket play.
No. And even to go pocket play, right, before you default to it, you have to be relying on shooting somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, if it's like if you're making 5 spots running, then you keep running.
Yeah.
So it looks like thumbs up from the referee means the point is good. So,
Aftermath continues these bottom 2 teams continues to surprise here.
well, let's look at this. So here's on the replay and the breakout for Aftermath. So heavy guns up. There's that route inside tower and
So like
then
he
out
gets
wide.
shot, and then they send another one.
Yeah, so he's going to take the walk, and he's frustrated.
Oh, my buddy just died. I'll get in there too.
And then this was Marcelo in a 1-on-3 situation. And even though he's had an outstanding day, not much he could do there. Good job by Zach Hill, knowing that you're in a 1-on-3. Just go run down the guy in front of you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough to pull points back on this field if you're
20
down.
seconds.
Dynasty did one in their first match against Infamous
Yeah.
to help put him back in it. But we haven't really seen a ton of low body situations prevail out here.
Yeah, the 2-on-3s, maybe 3-on-4s are different, but that 1-on-3.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a whole different story. It is exponentially harder to win a 1-on-3 than it is to win a 2-on-3. So here we go on the breakout following AC Dallas on the run. Can they keep their bodies alive? They
Yep.
lose BJ trying to take the snake off the break.
Infamous up in the center.
And Cody Chong makes the snake for Infamous.
Yeah, Infamous taking the center with Messer on a delay. And now he's going to look snake side and shut that lane down. So a pretty good lane from that spot.
It's a good setup for Infamous right now.
Yep. It's going to be really hard for AC to get in the snake, which will allow Cody to go down and get some cross shots.
Yeah, if I'm Brett in that center way down, I think I just stay snake way, try to isolate
Yeah, for
Fuzzy in
sure.
the corner.
I would start just grabbing pods.
Yeah.
Don't stop
Keep
shooting
flooding that gap.
Yep.
Let Cody go to work here in
Right.
the snake.
Cody's been, this is what when Cody's aggressively pushing forward and crawling up in the snake, he's done a really good job for him.
I think AC just lost another player on the Dorito side.
And it's good that he's going for it because even if he doesn't shoot anybody, he pulls all the guns down.
For sure.
I think that's,
And next time they're in this situation, it's going to force AC to try to attack the snake a little bit more.
well, Cody's up and on his knee all the way onto AC's side of the field.
Yeah. And AC's only got these 2 players left alive over here, right?
Oh,
Cody just got shot.
Got a little too.
Those are
Too
the deaths
aggressive
you
there.
cannot have. There's
him and
no
Harrison dropped the
excuse.
ball here.
Yeah, no excuse for him to die in that spot. He's all the way on their side of the field
Is it 3 on
in a
3?
close game.
Yeah. It was 5-on-3,
They whittled it down.
and Matt Jackson just wears out Brett Messer in that center to make it a 3-on-2.
Wow. What a big comeback.
This is a frustrating point here for Infamous. This is a
Yeah.
really good point for AC Dallas.
Yeah,
What
good
a-
fighting
great
1-on-1. Oh, what? Jackson almost gets caught.
Oh,
So Callie tries
oh
to
wow,
run
what a
down
play by
Matt.
Callie. Callie's making it
1-on-1 now,
one-on-one,
1-on-1. This is why they brought Callie Rudolph back.
Yeah, 1-on-1
Yeah.
situation
Callie versus
now.
John Jackson.
Yep.
No,
Wow.
I don't. Is that Callie?
Oh, Jackson catches it.
I think
that Callie?
No, I think that's Waring. Yeah, that's Mike Waring.
Mike Waring, wow, great point for him.
Sorry, Waring.
Waring.
Is it really?
They went from a 5-on-3 to a
Callie-
1-on-2.
Callie ran down Matt.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then Waring just pulled off some
Mike.
nice
voodoo.
play over there. Yeah, that
Nice
was
play.
a beautiful job.
Good job, man.
Yeah, new pickup for Infamous this year, and actually playing against his former team
Seems like a good pickup.
in
Yeah,
AC
he played
Dallas.
with us before that,
yeah,
too.
he didn't really get much. He's been on a bunch of different pro squads, not really getting the playing time that
Well,
he wanted.
He has unbelievable physical attributes. He's fast. His skill sets are there. He just needs to, see the game.
Win
from a
points
little
like
bit more-
that?
Yeah. Get some confidence under his belt. And Travis does a good job of doing that, right? I mean, he utilizes everybody.
Let's check out this replay here.
It's a great play by Mike.
20 seconds.
Yeah, so there's Cody Chong all the way onto AC Dallas' side of the field and just gets sloppy and too aggressive in over battles and dies. And here comes Callie Rudolph. He gets Matt Jackson off the field, runs him down.
Good move.
Mike Waring, last body left alive for Infamous, and all the way onto AC's side of the field on that chaos, and then comes down to a one-on-one and wins the gunfight against John Jackson.
Infamous definitely gave. AC Dallas gave that point away. Sorry, Infamous. Gave
John
that point
Jackson's a great gunfighter too, so that was a nice point by by Mike Waring.
Big breakout for Aftermath. They go to Dorito 4 and the center cube. Dynasty's all the way back in the back line. 5 alive for both teams.
Yeah, it's a good breakout for Aftermath.
Yeah, Aftermath's got a lot of better position. Once they get in the snake, they lose their first guy on the inside tower. They need to get in this snake and start putting some pressure down the field, because if he gets down the field, you can shoot the guy in the cross cake at the home as well.
Yeah,
Aftermath taking another walk, this time out of the back center. Can't be losing those back spots.
Yeah,
Ryan
that's
Griezmann.
just a tough death. But Ryan
having a
needs,
tough day.
Yeah, Ryan's having a tough day today. He needs to tighten it up.
I think he shot the home before he got shot, because he wrapped pretty hard when he got shot. Yosh Rao filling Dorito 1, Dorito side for Dynasty.
Well, here comes Yosh Rao's had some good secondary moves today, and he comes up, starts putting the pressure on Aftermath. He's going to get one. I think he got the D side player. And then here comes Tyler Harmon. Tyler Harmon on the counterattack. Yeah, that body is coming up. So Yosh did get that and also forced the move from Wyatt, too. So 2 bodies come off for 1. Take that every day.
I think it's a 3-on-1 now for Dynasty. Not sure where he was going.
Yeah, that was a big point here for San Diego Dynasty.
Yeah.
Nice move by Yosh Rao to take the lead here.
Aftermath did exactly what they needed to do on the break. They took all the
Yeah,
spots.
took all the
They
spots.
just didn't execute from those positions. You have to get there, and you have to control, and you have to force Dynasty to make mistakes, which is exactly what the previous match did against AC, Infamous did against AC Dallas, or AC Dallas against Infamous.
Yeah, so look at this replay here. Yosh
job
Rao
by
comes
Yosh.
up and he gets that shot. We've seen a couple moves like this out of Yosh today, where he goes and gets that, and then Wyatt forced to attack to shoot Yosh. Harmon shoots him, and then Harmon helps finish that point off. So great executed move there by Yosh Rao and Tyler Harmon.
Yeah, Tyler reads the chaos and reacts well.
3-2 Infamous.
Yes, 3-2 Infamous. 5:30 to go.
20 seconds.
And Infamous has had a pretty good look today. They had a tough day. Infamous took 12th place overall in the season last year. They had a disastrous World Cup. They didn't win a game. And rebuilt their squad, and they lost a 1-point match to Dynasty, which they were leading by 2 at one point in time. And now they're at 1 point up over AC Dallas. So this is a real good look on day 1 here for Infamous with the newly rebuilt squad.
Fuzzy good shot.
Yeah, I would not play Fuzzy in any position where you were risking him on the break. AC down one point. Both teams with the center guy in the center brick. Both of us into the snake gap. Harrison Fry goes across the gap, gets into the snake for Infamous.
Good job by Greg. I don't know how Harrison made that.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Brick shooting right at him. It's 4-on-3 advantage now for Infamous.
Yeah, Harrison Fry doing exactly what he needs to do. Just keep your head down, crawl all the way down.
This is
I would have kept crawling.
Oh, and I think he
Oh,
was
wow.
able to get the
Good
shot.
shot by
Nice. Yeah,
Harrison.
beautiful
Wow.
read and react here from Harrison Fry. This is why they picked him up. He's an aggressive player, plays a lot of paintball, plays all over
Two-pack,
the world.
3-pack. Harrison gets the kills.
Yeah,
Missed another strong point,
complete
man.
obliteration here for Harrison Fry, dominant in the snake.
AC Dallas is surviving the breakout, but there's no offense. They're not going up the gut. Like, they went up the gut with one guy, but they're not attacking the snake. They're not attacking the Doritos.
Unless Matt Jackson's alive and in the snake.
Yeah. Unfortunately. And again, Matt's playing a tough spot, man. That's a tough tower.
There was another point where I think it was Logan and John, and they were moving up on the D side as well, too. So they are trying. They need more aggression.
Yeah, I think I don't know why they don't use BJ and just sprint him to the snake.
Yeah.
Well,
They always
BJ,
try to spread
they've
the
tried.
field.
They tried
Last
a couple
point,
times.
yeah.
Yeah, he got shot going to the snake off the break. So,
But I think you got. I think you're right. I think you send that guy because A, the guns go to him instead of Matt, and B, maybe he makes it 50% of the time, and you get him down the snake and he trades out a body or two.
as we talked about, if you're the one on the snake side of the field, you're going to get wore out a little
People
bit.
are shooting at you,
You're going
for
to get
sure.
shot a bunch. Hopefully, like you said, I don't even, just 6 out of 10. Say this a lot.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
make it 6 out of 10
6 out of
times,
10.
man. That's what I need.
Just when you get in there, do work.
yeah.
Goes Dynasty on the right. Marcelo gets shot on the break.
So,
Aftermath does that center breakout where they take 2 to the center bricks.
yeah, very aggressive breakout here for Aftermath. Urena in the snake for Dynasty.
Yeah, they know right where he is too.
Yeah, at this point, he's in a tough spot right
So
now.
now Greenspan needs to tighten it up and stay alive here behind Urena. And then here comes the push for Dynasty. A little counterattack on the D side. Getting into D3, but they're going to lose Blake.
Yeah, Blake gets shot over there. It's a good point for Aftermath.
Yeah, Greenspan tries to get out wide. Snake side to get behind Urena.
Good
And
feel for Ryan.
looks like a little tactical retreat
Yeah,
from
it's
Zach
actually a good
Hill.
job of coming back, right?
Yeah.
You worry about the guy in the snake
We
going
need
behind
you
you.
have to have somebody over here, but they got the snake corner too.
Urena having to deal with the other brick, though. The brick closer to the snake.
5-on-3 advantage for Aftermath right now.
And because Aftermath has the snake corner, Urena can't just go outside and crawl forward. Great move from the snake player. I mean, the corner player for Aftermath, going from the snake corner to the snake.
Yeah, this is a really good field position here for, well, yeah, that's okay. Dynasty clocks in and gets a kill. 4-on-3 now. Little tactical retreat from Mike Urena. He goes back to snake 1. Dynasty has 2 players here, snake side, Urena, Greenspan, and then 1 player, the back corner bunker on the D side. Davey Simmons is now past the 50-yard line here in the snake for Aftermath.
Yeah, great communication between the snake player for Aftermath and the center brick player for Aftermath there.
Davey trying to pinch out that back corner bunker.
Aftermath is now in the 40 Dorito too. They've got 3 guys on the 50-yard line here.
Yeah, somebody from Dynasty needs to try to win a gunfight here. Davey Simmons is now way past the 50-yard line onto
he's got to play
Dynasty's side.
smart. He's got to play smart or Ryan's going to get him. And Ryan did get him. But Ryan also got shot.
2-on-3 situation still in favor of Aftermath after Greenspan taking out Simmons.
Yeah, the second snake guy now for Aftermath has to stop looking inside, play defensively, and go forward and get out Mikey.
Yeah. Try to, put it down to a 2-on-1.
Yeah.
Yoshidai's out of the Dorito corner.
3-on-1 now.
Urena and another 3-on-1.
And again, the snake guy for Aftermath is just watching the game, just checking it out. 3-on-1, the guy's in front of me.
Ooh, Aftermath looking to tie this one up. All
And
they need
this
to
is
do-
a kind of a surprise.
Yes. This is a
They're playing
pretty
really
big
well.
surprise right now. Yeah, they look good.
Because Dynasty doesn't look bad, they're just beating them.
Well, that's what we were wondering, too, with how well Aftermath did look against Level, but it's Level. They just got here, and Aftermath's got a new squad. Now they're going to run down and punish Urena, so he waited to get in the game, but he finally got that last kill.
Well, and he played that way the whole time in a 3-on-1. You got a 60-40, 70-20, whatever your split is, you got to make the other guy think you're playing against him, otherwise you're going to get shot in the back of the head.
What's the score?
It's tied 3-3 here, and it's 4-2 Infamous over AC with 4:41 left to go. So still some time for a potential comeback here for AC Dallas, but like you guys are saying, it's really not enough consistent offense for AC Dallas right now.
Yeah.
20 seconds.
So
And
couple seconds.
survivability issues for Matt Jackson. And again, I think it's not him. I think it's that spot. He's trying to run and gun to that spot, and it's a tough spot, man. See a lot of guys are just running and diving, and they're still getting shot.
We're going to see a lot on the snake side. Doesn't matter what your name is, you are going to catch a few paintballs here and there this weekend.
Yeah, and you're going to have to earn it.
So on the breakout here, see if AC Dallas can score a couple to tie. Looks like a 5-on-5 break, a rare 5-on-5 break. And just as I say that, it looks like Logan Dyer coming off here for AC Dallas.
Yeah, I think he went all the way to that Dorito 3. That's a poke.
So now they're kind of stuck in the pocket slightly. They do have TJ Danner in D1.
Yeah, AC's been losing points, though, where they lost a body early, but that body's been Matt Jackson, so let's see if they can turn this around. Down one body against Infamous.
Now Greg Sewers is hunting in the center of the field. He's at the wedge, and his
she's
body
right
language,
on the-
Ryan gets caught. Thomas Taylor fills the snake corner for Infamous.
Good job by Greg. Working his way in the middle, getting that kill on Ryan Hall.
Yeah.
And this is looking good here in this one. 4 minutes to go. Infamous with body advantage, 2 body advantage actually.
Yeah. Now they get Harrison frying that snake. Oh, he gets caught from across the field somewhere. Dorito.
Yeah, Dorito too.
Wow.
TJ had just made that move into D2 right as that's why Harrison made that move.
That's why he was like, what the hell?
Yeah, he didn't think he was in a position to shoot that accurate angle. Now Greg's going to scurry over here. One more bunker.
Yeah, great move by Greg. Now, if he can get over to that snake, stay out of that gap that the TJ caught him in.
But also Infamous with a 2-point lead with probably 3:30 left to go.
Not a lot of urgency.
Yeah, well, exactly. And as long as time comes off this clock, they still have a one-body advantage.
Yeah. Look at Greg backing up, looking, and then zipping across. Lots of experience.
Yeah, that was a beautifully executed crossfield move there from Greg Sewers.
Their ability to burn time is better in the snake.
Yeah, for sure.
And then here comes Matt Jackson, who's going to get into the snake with Greg, and he's going to run down, and somebody's got to watch over him. Cody Minkowski is able to do it, though. And here's Greg's. Did Greg sacrifice his body to do it?
Oh, Thomas shoots him in the back.
Made Greg pay.
It's like, where did he just get shot from?
Uh-oh.
Oh, and Cody comes off, too. Cody did protect Greg, even though Greg protected himself as well.
2-on-2 now, I think.
2-on-2 or 1-on-2?
Is TJ still over there, and John's in the corner.
Okay.
Yeah, 2:45 still to go. Thomas Taylor gets into the snake.
TJ moves to the Dorito 4.
Yeah, Thomas got to watch that cross shot from TJ there.
Ooh, Thomas almost snuck one in on the run forward, and he hits the deck and crawls up. TJ is now going to aggressively push forward.
Great move by TJ.
Yeah, TJ takes out Mike. And Thomas closed the gap.
TJ's going to get the buzzer first, or is it going to be Thomas?
It's going to be TJ.
TJ got it first.
Beat him. Oh.
Wow, so close. They're both looking for each other.
If Thomas had just gone for the buzzer, he would have beat TJ.
That's a tough one, though, because he doesn't see TJ go.
Yeah, you can't see each other.
You got to be still worried about shooting inside from that Dorito. Yeah, I think TJ beat him.
Yeah. But I thought there was one more AC guy. Maybe Thomas thought there was more AC guy, too. It was a 2-on-1.
Well, with about 2:20 to go, now only down by 1, AC has a chance to steal this one here because of TJ Danner.
Yep.
TJ Danner still playing on a bum knee. And
he pulled that one out.
Yeah, that was a very impressive point there for TJ Danner.
He's wiry.
He's a really good player.
Yeah.
It's a shame to see him with that knee injury. It's a bummer.
That's okay. He'll heal up. He's young.
So still 7.5-ish minutes left to go here in this one. Dynasty tied up with Aftermath.
Greg Sewers had a really good point that game.
He really did. Greg looked great. And I think that, because Greg had a couple early deaths a little bit, but he also had a couple good points in the first one, too. I think we're just going to see a lot of that this weekend.
You're going to see a lot of that.
Gonna be.
Yeah.
It's tough to say, oh, this guy's not surviving, because, some of those spots you're super exposed.
Anybody can die. Aftermath taking snake on the break, and the center wing. Dynasty also takes center wing. Dynasty loses their snake corner, and it looks like they lose Marcel out of center, too, so Dynasty down 2 bodies here early.
And here comes Yosh, and he's going to get up to the 50 brick in the center of the field to try to put a lane on the snake. But
he just got there late, though.
And he doesn't really know where Davey Simmons is either. Now he does.
Now he does.
Yosh has to live by his gun. Davey Simmons has the angle, and Davey's smart. Yeah, smart. Hits the deck, and he's just going to crawl up forward. And Yosh is just going to shoot every little section of that snake.
Can. Yeah, Yosh is making a force field in front of him.
He can't go anywhere. He has to live by his gun. That's going to allow Zach Hill to come up and put a shot in on Yosh's elbow.
Yeah, they finally caught him. Good play by Davey there. Not trying to engage and get shot out of that gunfight.
Oh, the early survivability issues here are starting to haunt Dynasty a little bit.
3-on-2.
Oh, but Dynasty still has a body on that D side.
Greenspan fills the snake corner.
And Greenspan.
Oh, and he catches Davey Simmons sleeping.
Zach Hill is going to drop. Zach Hill had no idea that Ryan made the fill out. So Tyler Harmon and Ryan Greenspan prevail again in a low body situation.
Yeah, it's hard to play against those two guys especially when they got one on both sides of the field.
That's the thing, when you play the top teams, just because you may have a 4-on-2 or 3-on-2, the game's not over yet.
They'll get you.
And Hill just didn't know that Ryan made that fill out wide.
Still, though, even though Aftermath lost that point, they're playing far better than I expected to. They're playing really good out here.
Yeah, Aftermath has not looked bad.
They should have won. They should have won that point.
They're 1 point. Yeah, they were tied up with Dynasty until that last heroic performance by Tyler and Ryan, and they fought a straight trench warfare against Level.
That was a bloodbath.
But Level won their first pro game ever. That was good to see.
Yeah, that's cool.
So a little bit of time left in this AC Dallas Infamous, but 2 close matches. After some blowouts today, it's good to see this set be close.
And it's good to see the lower ranked teams being able to hang with the upper ranked teams.
Yeah, I'm sure Dynasty doesn't agree with us.
Yeah,
they came out to put a big mercy roll win up, but it's not always how it goes out here.
Yeah, Aftermath staying aggressive, which I like to see.
I do too, because it seems like that's what they're good at.
Yeah.
You got to play your game, man.
Yeah,
Infamous is playing good.
Infamous is a very good look for them. Again, they didn't win their first game, which I'm sure they wanted to get that victory against Dynasty. But to play Dynasty and AC Dallas for the first day,
that's a tough day.
It's a tough test for
anybody.
For a rebuilt squad. And as we well know, I mean, Tim, you've been on a lot of top teams. You know how hard it is to put a top team together and get everyone to vibe quickly.
Yeah, it takes time. It usually takes 2 to 3 years to really put together a top team.
Yeah, I think 3 years is the gig. TJ Danner's limping out there.
Well, they only have 6 guys, and they have a lot more paintball to play this weekend, as they have been a perennial contender on Sunday. So they're going to need that man out there, TJ Danner. He's one of their best players.
Yeah, AC's still a great team. I mean, I feel like people are kind of ragging them this weekend just because of the field and they only have 6 guys. But, you know, when TJ's healthy, I do still think they probably need 1 guy extra.
At least.
You know, they're still one of the top teams in the entire world.
They are for sure.
It's one of those things. If you have 6 guys and they're all playing well, everyone gets in the vibe and everyone's getting tons of spins, and they have the cardio to make that work, then sure, that can work. And they've been running light for a long time. They never have brought a super deep roster. And even when they have more guys, they really only play their starting 5 or 6 anyway.
To be fair, though,
if
you go down the top 4 or 5 teams, every one of those teams got 1 or 2 ones on each tape that are scary.
Yeah.
And when you look at AC Dallas, you're like, hey, if we can shoot out a couple guys from the back, we're going to be okay. It's a different feel.
Both teams losing a body here. It's a 4-on-4 situation, but Matt Jackson pushing the issue in the center. It looks like Cody Chong is going to take the walk 3-on-4. Now Harrison dies. Callie's trying to find a way to get out wide.
Man.
Wow, this is what AC Dallas needed.
Just wore him out right now. He just shot 4 guys.
So that's how you do it. Good job, AC Dallas, coming back.
Only 1:46 left to go.
With a tie game.
Tie game.
This is the
Good job
best
by Matt.
paintball I've seen in a long time. Thank you, paintball
Yes,
gods.
thank you, paintball gods. Thank you, Jason, for this layout and all the teams that have
And
worked
Tim
hard to
Stan.
improve.
Yeah.
He tried to get out of here. We didn't let him go. Tim's like, all right, guys, I got to go. We're like,
Nope,
Tim,
not
we're
allowed to
both
leave
bigger
yet.
than you are, bro. You're not going anywhere.
That was a good job, a good adjustment from AC, right?
Yep.
Matt's had a tough time kind of working his way out over here on the snake.
So get him up the
Yeah,
gut.
used him up in the middle, let him win a couple gunfights, got a nice shot on Cody Chong.
Keep him alive on the break
Yep.
and give him a chance to win games for you.
Yeah, frustrating turn of events for Infamous, though. They're probably biting their nails, thinking, like, wait,
Yeah.
what is happening
Hey, I thought
here?
we beat these guys already.
Is this game over yet?
And Dynasty can't be feeling really great either. I mean, Aftermath's been, point to point with them really close every game.
10 seconds.
So 6:17 left in this one, with a very close match here. Aftermath is hanging with Dynasty. It would be a huge thing for the Aftermath franchise to put their first win on the board in a year, essentially, by taking this victory against San Diego Dynasty.
I agree. I just don't agree with this breakout. They do a kind of a defensive breakout.
They lose a body on the D
They
side.
lose a body on the D side. The only guy they have on the snake side is the snake corner.
So it looks like Urena getting another spin over here as the first attacker on the snake side for Dynasty, and he's going to get a crossfield kill. Nice job by Urena to watch
it's
that
tough to
lane.
go up
I thought he was going to miss him. He
Yeah.
just got him at the last second.
Yeah, he was watching that lane.
Yeah.
Urena watching the lane inside, gets Hill trying to make a secondary move up into the brick.
Urena's a big boy.
Yeah, Aftermath fills the snake now.
Big guy in
Yeah,
there.
Rich was joking that they picked him up in case they get in a team
Yeah.
fight, because Dynasty doesn't have a ton of big guys on their squad. I mean, Tyler and Blake are pretty athletic and scrappy. Here goes Urena. Urena's going to run down
Urena.
Simmons and
Whoa,
punish
he
him.
wore him out there. Jeez.
He's like, man, I don't get to bunker people all the
Oh,
time.
wow.
When I do it, they're going to pay.
I don't know how
And
David didn't shoot him there.
Blake coasting down that D
I
side
think
as
because
well.
the ringing in his ears probably
Yeah.
just disconnected his
Good job by
finger.
Urena.
Yeah. I like Aftermath much better with the aggressive breakouts, especially when they're playing the more seasoned teams.
Well, Tim, it's like Tim was saying, we've been talking about it. I just don't think defense is going to work on this layout.
It might, like Tim was saying, if
You shoot
you're
people on the break.
if
Yeah,
you're
if you shoot people on the
damaged,
break.
if you're AC, if you're
Yeah.
Impact, one of these teams that feast on being defensively, feast on winning the breakouts, and then controlling the whole game. If you're the young up-and-coming team and you're playing against one of those teams, man, roll those dice.
Yeah, probably not a very smart move to go gunfight to gunfight against
Yeah.
guys that have been doing
Hey,
it for 10 years.
let's wait them out.
Just wait longer.
They'll make a mistake eventually. Just wait for it. Just
Yeah.
you don't make a mistake, wait for them to make a mistake.
So a tie game right now. AC Dallas fighting back into this match. Infamous shaking their heads last couple points here, but these points have been close.
Yeah.
Only a minute and 46 seconds left to go.
Well, and if AC's survives the break, they play well. If they don't, if they lose Matt or somebody else crucial on the break, they have a trouble. They have struggle a little bit. they can survive the break, I think they're okay. And I like Matt going up to the center, man.
Yeah.
He can go, for me, he can go anywhere he wants to go as long as he does what he does, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Matt's incredibly versatile. We've seen him all over every field that he's ever played, so.
And they're getting TJ out on the Dorito side.
Yeah. I didn't like
center.
him walking back. He's played one match now. He's already limping around.
Yeah.
That scares me a little bit. I don't want him to hurt himself longer.
Yeah,
especially with 6 guys.
But they got to ride him,
Yeah,
man. They have no choice.
Yeah, I mean, you want to win Vegas, but you really want to win World Cup, right?
Yeah.
It's tough, man.
Well, it's like, are you injured or hurt, right?
Yeah, he's
hurt,
injured.
not injured.
I think he's injured.
Well, you think so, and he's just playing through it?
No, I think he's injured and he's
no,
playing through it.
injured means you can't play.
Yeah.
Hurt means you have something wrong with you, but you're still willing to play.
Let me see. Let me watch him real quick. Yeah, I think he's injured. I think he's probably playing at like 70 or 80, like you said, 70 or 80%.
Looks like Dyer coming off early here from that D side. Hall able to make it up to the wall.
Thomas
Hall for AC Dallas.
Did some surgery on his gun there.
Yeah, he's doing some tech. He's got a little tech class going on. This is how you clean your barrel.
Greg Sewer is going to move up a little bit. So they've been playing Greg a little bit more up the center here since that first match.
Yeah. And
he's doing well. Like if he goes through right now and bunkers out Ryan Hall, there'll be a 4-on-3.
Yeah, I like him going up the middle because he's one of those guys, if he gets a guy, he's already got that plan to get the second and third guy too.
Yeah, I don't know if, did Hall put a ball on Greg? It looks like he did.
Or eventually somebody did.
But
BJ Hittingberg and Snake.
Yeah.
Oh, and Mike Waring coming off.
Only a minute left in this tie ball game right now. Oh,
Infamous down to 2 players left alive.
Tough death for Harrison, and here comes Phil out wide from Thomas Taylor.
Snake corner, Thomas Taylor.
Yeah, Thomas can control the chaos a little bit from out there.
Yeah.
Could see our first overtime here, but AC Dallas.
Oh wow, great fill by Cody.
Great fill, man.
That is a crazy fill that he made that.
Cody Mikowski and Thomas
Big risk,
Taylor
but great fill.
Making huge fills out wide.
Now they can cross up and try to kill the time with overtime.
VG needs to go right inside that snake and go down and get as close as he can so he can start putting some pressure on the Dorito corner.
Those go to their lay down and start pressing
exactly.
Cody.
Those
Especially with this being flat.
Those were incredibly risky fills, but they needed to be made. They had to be made.
Yeah. That's what we said earlier. Sometimes Marcelo makes those and it doesn't really matter, but it's still the right move whether whether it works or not.
Yeah.
You can't control the execution.
The right move is the right move. If you get shot,
I like that
it's going to happen occasionally.
I like that.
Yeah, BJ cuts now down the highway. He's going to try to get a better angle on that back corner bunker and get a shot on Cody.
VJ just shot Cody's bunker in half.
Just 8 seconds, though. I don't know if they're going to have enough time to close. I think Mike
not.
Jackson has a big hit on him, too.
Thomas just caught him.
Wow, this is I got to give props to Cody and Thomas on this.
Yeah, great game.
Game stop.
Good job, Thomas.
3-on-2.
And Cody. Cody
off.
Minkowski with a great fill out. Thomas was the first one to make the fill.
See, and that's why I think TJ is injured, because he sat in that corner until the whole clock went down. I think if he was 100%, he'd have gone down and at least tried to win, you know?
Oh, no, he's definitely dealing with that knee. He hurt his knee last year, wasn't able to play at event, and then came back. But it's definitely something. I asked him about it yesterday. He said, I'm good to go. And then the rest of the team was like snickering and laughing at him, like he's not good to go.
Well,
he's playing through it, but he's still hurt.
He's not playing home. They told me he was going to play home, and I was like, yeah, man, if you got a bum leg, you can definitely play home. But if you don't, if you're playing anywhere else with a bum leg, that's sketchy, man.
Yeah, and he was telling me, he said that he had a bruise, like a deep knee bruise, and then something with one of the. It wasn't like I didn't rip any ligaments, so it's. I guess he feels like he can play on it. It's not like he has like a partially torn ACL that he's just running a risk of his career out there. Again, I'm just going from what he told me yesterday. He seemed pretty confident about his ability to play the whole event.
Well, he's a really good player.
Yeah, he's a good. I mean, he will eventually heal up.
Yeah. But again, if you got a 6-man squad, you don't want one of those 6 being like 70% or 80%.
Yeah, I think he said he was 26 now.
Oh, he's
fine tomorrow.
He's all gummy. They can.
Yeah. It's like he's basically a baby still.
Yeah, in your
20s. His skull hasn't even completely formed.
You still heal up like the Wolverine in your 20s.
I was talking to Yosh and Ryan. It's year number 20 pro for them.
Wow, impressive.
Yeah, that's about right.
So still 5:25 left in this match, and now a 2-point lead here for San Diego Dynasty. We'll see what game plan they go with. Survivability been a little bit of an issue here for every team, including San Diego Dynasty. Ryan's had a couple early walks today, but he's also had a couple.
Yeah, he saved the day when he fell in the same corner.
Yeah, he's had a couple clutch points though too.
Looks like they might be going a little heavy on the D side there.
Arturo Andrade getting a spin here, so Urena taking a sit down.
Hey, Andrade makes it in there live.
Yeah, although they lose Ryan. Off the back center.
Yeah, Ryan coming off early again though. They do shoot a body on that D side.
4-on-4. Both players with both teams with a player in the snake.
And here comes, they're going to push down each other.
They just saw each other.
Yeah, so it's Zach Hill and then Arturo. Arturo
Oh,
refusing
wow.
to give up. Arturo's
Yeah, he
going to
didn't
come
hide.
How
out.
did Zach Hill not
Arturo
see
is
it?
going to
love
get
it.
the drop on Zach Hill.
Oh, he missed
no,
him.
Hill went
He
through
missed him.
first.
Wow.
I don't know how Hill
I
won
don't
that
know how that-
engagement, but
Great
he's still
play
alive.
by Hill. Great play by Hill.
Marcelo might have just caught him, though.
No.
Wow, what a chaotic point. And Wyatt is over on Aftermath Dynasty's side.
Yosha screaming bloody murder to try to get a penalty pulled on Wyatt. He's not going to get it. Marcelo gets taken out. Hill
Wow.
somehow survived that entire engagement.
Aftermath coming in hard through the snake. Good play over there, man. Arturo made a great move. They both saw each other on the gap. One jumps in. Arturo just keeps crawling forward.
Which I thought was a real smart play.
Amazing. He just
Yeah, he made a
the
good
timing
play,
was
yeah.
just slightly off.
Yeah, but then as soon as he got there,
Spider
Hill,
sense,
Spider Sense
yeah.
was tingling, and he decided to go for it.
Yeah.
And then it looks like he shot Arturo in the leg. I thought Marcelo was going to catch Hill for a second. He lived through that.
Yeah. Yeah, Marcelo makes a great fill out to the corner.
Chaos.
Cancels that out. Hill gets back inside.
I like the pickup of Hill. So Hill played on Boom, and he had Boom started to get better last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Zach Hill, man, he was really impressive out there. He gets sponged too. Anytime I talk to him, he'd take any and all criticism, which is what you want. So look at this little engagement here. So Hill Spidey senses from tingling, shoots Arturo on the leg, trips a little bit there. Marcelo didn't catch him. And then here comes the run through by Wyatt in the center. He gets the first body. There goes Yosh, and
Good play by Wyatt.
Yosh is begging for a penalty. Doesn't get it, but good offensive push there and a little bit of luck.
A little bit of luck.
It takes a little bit of luck, man.
That's paintball.
Yeah, that's the one you go back and watch. Like, how did I not shoot that guy?
Are you sure I didn't shoot him?
Yeah.
AC Dallas struggling a bit.
No,
Overtime.
Overtime.
Wow. Big game. Thomas Taylor now has been slow playing the snake side, but this point goes right in the snake early.
Harrison Fry missed. Matt Jackson sliding over.
Oh, Thomas gets caught from that center brick.
Oh, this brick's going to chop up Harrison right now.
And they get Harrison, too.
Yeah, two bodies walking off for Infamous. Good job at utilizing the center.
Yep, for sure.
The difference here between this point and some of the earlier points with the AC is they went to this pocket, they utilized the center to slow down the snake side and worked Fuzzy out.
Yep.
Yeah. So
And penetrated the middle.
Yep. Oh, and the center.
So yeah, it is.
Center
overtime
Leda walking
here.
out. It's 2-on-3 right now.
Got a little mistake.
Oh,
on the
and
scoreboard.
who's that over there?
2-on-2?
2-on-2.
Wow.
2-on-1 is Mike Warren walks out.
Wow.
Well, Greg Sewers
Just
is
Greg Sewers.
Just Greg Sewers. We'll see if AC
Matt
Dallas.
Jackson over here.
What it would be such a crazy win for AC Dallas if they
that
could
TJ?
get a shot here on Greg.
Is it TJ and Matt
Matt,
against
yep.
Greg? That's a tough two-person.
Oh, and
Oh my God!
Greg
Oh
gets
my
the
God!
kill.
It's a one-on-one. Oh, and Greg gets shot. I think on the back diving in.
Oh,
Oh my God!
In overtime.
TJ
Wow.
Danner pulls it off again
Wow.
in overtime here. So TJ Danner and Matt Jackson was getting it done a little bit too out here, but what a chaotic game. It looks like AC Dallas is going to take the victory. So unfortunately
Good
for
job by TJ.
Infamous, they had a 1-point loss against Dynasty, a game they were winning, and now a 1-point loss against AC Dallas
In
a game they
overtime.
were in overtime
Yeah.
in a game that they were winning.
And TJ's at 80%, but that 80% is real good.
Yeah, he's really good.
So TJ Danner is going
Good
to
job,
limp
TJ.
in and not run. He's going to try to spare his leg.
Maybe
any
he
more
was
trauma.
conning us with that limp back in, because he's strut walking now.
Well, unfortunately, gentlemen, I'm gonna have to leave you guys.
Thank you.
Tim,
keep
great
going.
job as
Yeah, play
always.
with us.
Best of luck.
Hey,
this
good luck.
I got a
afternoon.
tournament. I got to play.
Just so you know, no matter how you play, we'll support you up here.
Yeah, thanks, Rich. Thank you.
Yeah, best of luck to Tampa Bay Damage and Tim Montresor. They'll be playing this afternoon against Energy in their first match and Thunder in their second match. But man, what a crazy game, Rich.
Dude, this is the best morning of paintball, I think, in the last 5 or 6 years, man.
Yeah, I mean, even in
I'm
the,
so
the
grateful.
blowouts went by so fast that they weren't that boring.
And they were still entertaining.
And they were still entertaining because the field's crazy and there's lots going on.
And it
but-
wasn't like a long, drawn-out point, you
80
know?
seconds.
So now a 1-point match here. San Diego Dynasty. with a
Dynasty's got to be
slight
scratching their
lead.
head right now, like, what the hell? I thought we were
Yeah,
going to smash these
still,
guys.
Still 4:39 left to go.
I know. Look at them looking back, and the Aftermath guys walking out like, who's coming out? These guys are better than we thought.
Yeah, that's probably what they're thinking. Aftermath is not. They didn't have a bad day. 2-point loss to Level.
They looked amazing in the Level game.
Yeah.
And they look great out here, too. I think, again, like Level playing tentative against Aftermath, I don't think Aftermath can play tentatively against Dynasty. You've got to go out there and take your best shot and either knock them down or go to the next point. Aftermath snake on the break. Mikey Arena snake on the break, but they lose again. Ryan Greenspan going to the snake corner.
Ryan is having a tough day today. It's uncharacteristic, man. You don't really see Ryan take a lot of early walks in a row.
Aftermath pushing up to real side, getting caught by Mikey Arena in the snake one for Dynasty.
Yeah, it just goes to show you, Rich, how treacherous it is over here on the snake side.
It's
off the
real
break.
scary, man. It's real scary. Aftermath, though, has 3 guys over here kind of dedicated snake side, and Dynasty only has 2 because they lost Ryan Greenspan earlier, giving Aftermath a slight advantage here. Although I don't know if it's an advantage when you're playing against Dynasty.
Well, now Marcelo going to get in behind Urena. Urena Trying to, it looks like Aftermath.
Marcelo punks out his mirror.
Yeah, Aftermath losing that body, Marcelo winning that gunfight, and then Aftermath fills it immediately with Hill.
Yeah, which is nice. They had Hill right there to fill that spot, and that's why I think it's a 3-person snake, man.
Urena is going to run and trade out with Simmons. So that's a good trade here for Urena. That leaves Zach Hill matched up against Marcelo Margot here in the snake, both in snake 1. So Dynasty should have 3 bodies alive, and
at least I see 3. Yeah, they've got the Dorito 1, back center, and snake 1.
Aftermath, I see 2 for sure.
Yeah, the Dorito 1 and the snake 1. So Dynasty has a little bit of an advantage here with the 1-body advantage.
Also, Dynasty has a 1-point advantage too. So
yeah, and Marcelo's been playing super good. Hill's been playing good too, though.
Hill's been lights out, and Marcelo's been lights out today.
Yeah, Marcelo just got a G across the
another
Dorito.
Kill from Marcelo.
Yeah, now he's going to find Hill here in the snake.
And Blake alive as well. And here comes Yosh Rao. He's had a great day. Another kill for Marcelo Margot. He's on fire really well, today. And that might be the nail in the coffin. Now a 2-point lead here.
Yeah. Not much time left.
3:11 left to go.
Marcelo's playing really well. Yosh Rao over there live on Dynasty, and Blake Yarbrough as well.
Yeah, so 3:11, 2-point spread. Still possible. Lots of quick points out here.
Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to watch all these games. This is amazing.
Well, Rich, you're up here for a reason. You're good at the talking, and you're an old, salty veteran.
I thought you were going to say I was pretty. Damn.
You're not that pretty.
I know. But I make you look better. Oh, I get it. Oh,
hey, I'm not very pretty either.
I get it. You bring me in here to make you look good. Okay.
We're not up here for our looks, Rich. Let's check out the replay.
Thank God.
So just another masterful performance here from
Marcelo
Margot, just outplaying Hill.
Yeah.
And this is Davey Simmons getting run down by Urena. That was a smart play by Urena.
Yeah.
And this is that finish here from just Marcelo Margot. Who's
making it pay.
You know, Marcelo had a rough year last year. He had to struggle through another knee injury. He's had multiple knee injuries in his career. And got back to, he's healthy. He really takes care of his body. Had him on the show not too long ago.
He takes it seriously. Yeah. He takes the paintball really seriously, and I respect that.
He's one of the guys, this is how he makes his living. Teaches lots of clinics, and he wrote a book on paintball called Paintball IQ, and he's been playing with all the top teams over the years, been with Dynasty now for quite a while, and he's having a day.
Yeah, he is.
Yosh is having a pretty good day today.
He always does. Ryan's struggling a little bit.
Ryan's struggling a little bit.
I'd rather have Ryan struggling on Friday than struggling on Sunday.
Yeah.
If I had to choose.
Tyler's had some good points out there. Blake's had a couple good points. So we'll see. Dynasty here trying to put their second win up, which would be, that's a good day. If you have 2 tough games, they obviously had a tough game against
Infamous, them both out, that's real good.
You get both those wins. Like, sure, you don't have a huge point spread,
but you're not cocky going in those next games. You know, like, hey man, we can do this. We're gonna have to work for it, but we can do it, man. We can beat these top teams. And if you can beat them on Friday, you can definitely beat them on Sunday.
And you get to go have some probably very thorough meetings tonight.
Well, you get to have meetings where they're positive meetings, right? You don't have to beat anybody down too much.
Because at least you won your game.
Yeah, that's right.
You're still going to argue about stuff.
Yeah, you're definitely going to call people on when they didn't perform. But it's like, hey, you didn't perform and we still won, so it's not that bad.
Yeah. So Dynasty already out there and ready to go.
And if I'm Aftermath and I'm coaching Aftermath, I go out, I buy them a nice dinner, and I say, hey, you know what? I want to see more of the same thing tomorrow. And then we're going to reevaluate after this event, and we're going to either go harder or we're going to tone it back a little bit. But you got to come in and you got to take you got to go and give everything you can against these top teams.
I couldn't agree more. If I'm John Iannucci, who owns Aftermath and coaches the squad, even if things end this way, they lose both these games today, I'm looking at today's performance and thinking, you know what? We were aggressive. Yeah, we came out and we pushed the issue on an aggressive field. A lot of different guys stepped up in different positions.
We dictated the terms, which, and they had, they lost by 1 point. They're down by a couple points against teams that are significantly better than them.
They have a huge roster, too. Talk about a deep roster. So John needs to find the guys that are going to perform for him. I would start Zach Hill every single point. I think Davey Simmons is doing a competent job over here on the snake side of the field.
The guy that goes up the middle for him. The 2 guys that go up the middle do really well. I think they should run that play more often. I think that every other, third or fourth plays, they should run that because it just makes it that much easier to attack the snake and the Dorito.
I mean, I think we only saw Wank over here in the snake once, but he still got it done, too. So here we go. It looks like Marcelo going to go to the snake off the break and make it clean, and they shoot a body. If they win this point, that's for sure the coffin nail. I mean, even with these quick points we've been seeing, but yeah, real good breakout here for Dynasty. Multiple bodies coming off.
Yeah. Aftermath attacked the snake with 2. They lost their second guy. They lost another one with the break, so it's 5-on-3 Dynasty advantage here. But Aftermath went out and attacked, and that's what they have to do. Marcelo's going to,
he's gonna.
Marcelo gets caught.
Eaten up by Davey Simmons. So
Davey Simmons now has a shot across the field at Tyler if he sees him.
Yeah, this is a nice play here by Davey Simmons.
Here goes Ryan inside, though.
Yeah, Ryan's going to put an end to this. Nice job by Ryan. He punishes him, too.
Catches him.
Ryan's untouched. Ryan's going to try to finish this off for 2-pack. I think he might have got shot maybe by his own guy.
Sure. Tyler shot him for sure.
So still, though, that was the move that needed to be made there for Dynasty, and they still had 3 bodies left alive. So
you know what I told Tyler when he was 12 years old playing at my paintball field? A kill is a kill, Tyler.
That's no exaggeration. He was 12 years old and playing at your paintball field.
We were just talking about it the other day. He's like, man, I have so many nostalgic feelings about going out there and just playing with you guys. And crazy how, this little kid comes out, weathers the storm, and ends up being one of the best pro guys in the world.
Yeah, no, it is really impressive how good Tyler Harmon has become over the years.
Right? Like
so consistent.
He's always right there where he needs to be.
Well, Tyler's a guy that Dynasty knows they can count on in clutch situations. He's good in 5-on-5, sure, he excels there, but look at this nice move by Davey Simmons. Davey Simmons from Aftermath, he crawls up, gets the drop on Marcelo, who's had an outstanding day. But Davey outplayed him in that point. But then Ryan drops the hammer on him. He knows the count. He knows where he is. He saw the death that Marcelo came off. So there was no pondering the move there. Ryan made the correct move at the right time and then was untouched. So continued to go through to try to get that up the hill. And then I think Tyler shot him.
Thanks, Tyler.
Yeah, I don't even know if that one broke. So
I don't think it broke because he stayed in.
Yeah, so still a little bit of time left in this match between Aftermath and Dynasty. But Rich, like we've been talking about, not a bad look at all for Aftermath.
I think they're coming with that 2 up the gut.
Let's talk real quick about this next set coming up.
Who we got?
Houston Heat, AC Diesel.
I want to see Houston Heat play fast like I know they can on this field.
Well, but how good AC Diesel played in that
they
first
looked really
game
good
against DMG. Now, DMG's made some Sundays. It's not like DMG is ranked 19th place.
You know for sure Houston Heat wants to welcome Diesel to the pro division in their own special way.
But this is now, look, every game's a test. And when you have a new team come in, like AC Diesel or Level or Energy Elite, which we're going to see, anyone, it's always a test. But now they're going to play the defending world champs. Yeah. So a little bit different than playing DMG.
Different.
You know, DMG, yeah, sure, they've
slightly
made some
different
Sundays.
Looks.
Yes, they've made some Sundays, but they haven't been able to go deep on Sunday. But AC Diesel got a mercy.
That's a 70% team. That's a team that's 70% there when most of the teams are 100% there.
Yeah. Still, though, so also in that set's going to be Energy Elite. We're going to be playing their first game. Now it's a merger with Boom. So
I'm really interested in how they do it.
And they also have a decent amount of guys that have played out here on before. Yeah, great owner who's really given them all the support they need. I talked to some of their guys yesterday when they were practicing and said that their practices are run very efficiently.
I can imagine,
very professionally. So we will
go.
see how they do. They will be taking the field next, but got to decide who's going to win this one. It's probably going to be Dynasty because there's not a ton of time left. The Dynasty's up by 3 points right now.
Aftermath goes right through the middle, gets picked up. Aftermath down 2 bodies, Aftermath down 3 bodies, Aftermath down 4 bodies.
Yeah,
Aftermath has 1 body left alive.
Yeah, they're down a bunch and they only have 2 minutes left, so they're doing what they need to do to try to try to at least play for the tie.
Yeah. Again, what you were saying earlier though about margin, you
got to worry about margin.
Yeah, and as you lose games, you have to worry less about your margin. But obviously, you have 2 things, right? Your margin and then the growth of the team overall.
So speaking of margin, it looks like no concessions coming right now for Aftermath. But as we talked about, the more reps you get, the more comfortable you guys get together, the more you find out who's stepping up. It's just a little bit different when you're doing these reckless attack plays because that's not a true standard paintball point.
It's tough to, when you do the reckless plays, it's really tough to evaluate who's really doing what well because it's a reckless play and crazy things go on,
Yeah, so it does look like they are just going to
if you're going to different spots every game, it's really hard to be like, well, this guy gets here every game and does well, but if he's playing 4 different spots, it's tough.
Yeah, so now Aftermath lost their first one by 2. Looks like they're going to be losing this one by 4.
That's a great camera shot right there.
Drone cam.
Yeah, better watch out.
Yeah, so they are just going to let this one play out. So Energy, they're going to be playing the ML Kings. Now, the ML Kings, they looked a lot better at World Cup.
They looked really good at World Cup.
They lost some games, but they lost 1 point games.
Yeah. They were the ones everyone was kind of rooting for at World Cup to pull through. You're always kind of rooting for the underdogs, and they were playing really, really well.
ML Kings went 1-3 at World Cup, but they lost to Dynasty by 1. They lost to Heat by 2. They beat the Outlaws, and then they lost to the Ironman by 1.
And some of those games, they were up a couple points, like 2 or 3 points, and then just, the other teams were able to come back.
It was a good look. They have a little bit of a different roster, so it looks like we will have 1 more point because there is
Vlad the Impaler is still on the roster, right?
Yeah, I'm surprised the Dynasty didn't. Did they concede that, or did he actually hit the buzzer?
I'm guessing they conceded it.
Oh, he hit the buzzer. I'm surprised they didn't let that just run out. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, so with the ML Kings, they have a little bit of a different roster this year.
Because of the Euro
Yes, so
American.
like one of their standout front attackers, Hayek, who definitely got the award for the most bunkered guy in the league last year, because he would always make the snake.
Yeah.
And a lot of times he'd lose guys around
the last
him.
guy
And
alive.
The last guy left alive, getting bunkered out of there a ton. And he would just take it like a champ. Big
Is that
stout
award
dude.
called the lumps?
The Lumps Award? Sure.
The Lumps Award?
But he would take it like a champ and go back for more every single point.
Thank you.
But
May I have
But
another?
they don't have him here.
Because he's just playing Euro.
He's actually here, but he's
supporting the
just
team.
helping
Yeah, I
the
heard
team.
that's a great story for all the people out there that are involved with paintball. You don't always get the start. You don't always get to play in the events because your schedule, your real life. But man, be a team player and come out and support your team.
And nice of Charlie to fly him out here.
Yeah.
You know, Charlie's a great owner, Charlie Givens. So we'll see. They also don't have a deep roster either, so they're going to be playing a little light. But interested to see how they are going to perform, considering how well they did do. Got a lot of guys from Florida on that squad. They picked up Kyle Berry. He's played pro before.
And they played pretty well when they're playing fast and loose. You know, Pius seems to work out stuff in the snake for a 9-foot dude pretty well, so it might be a good field for them.
Yeah, Paya's outstanding. He had a really good World Cup. He's one of my favorite players to watch just because he's literally 6'7", and
he
probably one
impales
of the most.
people.
Yeah, he's incredibly athletic. But that is a good first game for both ML Kings and Energy. So to get again, if you got to come out and play Impact first or X Factor first,
Any of the top 8, you don't want to play them
exactly.
first.
It'd be great to kind of play one of the teams that's ranked down low with you. And then AC Diesel and Houston Heat. So you said you want to see Heat play aggressive. I thought they played incredibly aggressive that first game.
I think they had a couple aggressive points, but I feel like they're playing in like second gear when they could be in fourth or fifth gear.
Well, we'll see. I mean, they beat up on Uprising. They didn't let Uprising score a point on them. But those are those tough games when everything's working.
That you don't change anything when everything's working, and then all of a sudden nothing's working. You know what to do.
Yeah. Jumping into the last point here with just about 30 seconds left to go.
Aftermath, 2 up the gut. They lose 1 on the drill side. They shoot Yosh Rao on the drill side. 4-on-4 situation. Similar positions on the field, both with one in the snake corner, although snake corner now feels a snake for Dynasty. 50 seconds left here in this match. Arturo's going forward in that snake. No one in there to stop him.
All right, well, Arturo's crawling forward, but it's only 15 left, so.
Yeah. Might come up and get a kill. Nope.
Yeah, that's going to do
Yeah,
it.
he came up and caught one.
Hey, close game.
Really
Dynasty
good.
started running away with
Again,
it a little bit in the end.
Hats off to Aftermath. They played great.
Aftermath, not a bad look for Aftermath. 2 losses for them. So still struggling to put a win on the board, but they did not look bad today.
Yep.
So don't go anywhere. Next up is going to be Houston Heat taking on AC Diesel. And Energy taking on the ML Kings here. 2020 NXL Las Vegas Open. I'm Matty Marshall up here with Rich Telford. We'll be right back here on GoSports.com.